So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Anderson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Now Anderson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here we go.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Bengals at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2 yards. There, it'll be 2nd and 8.
On 1, right? 11 empty.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you take a stall them out when you do that.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11 mighties, 11 mighties, 11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's got a man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
I'm one, right?
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Down right around the 25. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball?
Here we go.
Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11 Thomas.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
11, 11, 11, 11.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Anderson. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Seven, our score after 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Anderson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Nixon will try the right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. On 2nd and 12, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone. And
in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Aaron Sipos on to punt as he'll get this one away now. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Anderson. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So backed up closer to the danger zone here from the 2. This is 2nd and long. To throw from his end zone. Anderson. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got a 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Anderson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Anderson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 20. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
11.
Mixing up the middle. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
12, 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
First down, here's Burrow. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Looking to throw. Anderson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
How the fuck I didn't see that shit coming?
Now it's 3rd down.
Competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Burrow. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This time they stay on the ground. That almost but not quite needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the 2nd half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 39, Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked by Logan Wilson.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
58 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
11 MT. Gotta go.
An option handoff here to Mixon.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game. The last, they're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Here we go.
Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Anderson to throw on second down.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Daxton Hill picks it off. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Out of the shotgun, they run with Nixon. There's the stiff arm.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 95 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Bengals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
on 1st and 10. Anderson.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
Back to throw. Anderson throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
126 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
11, Thomas.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go. Stop.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 44. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sport.
Here we go.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Trucks over it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A handoff running left, Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Come on, ready?
Mixon running wide side. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
Joe Mixon,
a 9-yard touchdown run.
and the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but with self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Looking to throw. Anderson. And now here's another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for the Bengals TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this run of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off-play action. Anderson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Running left, it's Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
Career touchdown number 136, tying him with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list.
And the Bengals continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up 5?
Just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Off the play fake. Anderson sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here we go.
2nd down and 7.
Hey, we got to go score.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Running right, and they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the 4th quarter to grow that lead.
But I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Anderson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Here's Anderson throwing on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice, long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll look to throw again.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Back to throw again.
Open man layup. It's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Point after here coming up. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call.
And they'll accept that penalty.
To try here for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it in the end zone. Bit of a surprising call here, down by as many as they are, but the fake works, and they'll get 2 points closer instead of 1. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it.